I want to swiftly move on to Mr. Andrea Lucidi, a war reporter joining us from Moscow. Mr. Lucidi, I want to understand from your perspective, as far as the peace deal is concerned, what really is going to be the make or break for Vladimir Putin?
Well, here the new development of the situation are read in a very positive perspective. The last talks in Alaska between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump are considering a big victory for Vladimir Putin as a president and generally for the Russian diplomacy system. And the position of the U.S. president is like a surprise for the Russian society, because he seems to be very cooperative for find a solution in this conflict and for be a mediator between Russia and Ukraine, a role that maybe the European Union choose to avoid. And the perspective is that the Russian government can have what asked. I mean, the sovereignty of the territory that have claimed in the past years, Donetsk, Lugansk, Zaporozhye and Kherson Oblast. Of course, for Zaporozhye and Kherson and maybe Donetsk, not totally, but we need to know that I'm located in Lugansk right now, and here the Russian troops have the control of 99% of the territory of the Lugansk region. And maybe the West will not allow to recognize officially the Russian sovereignty of the new Russian regions, but in the fact, like was for Crimea, in the fact the sovereignty will be of the Russian Federation.
But Mr. Lucidi, what makes the Russian Mr. Putin think that Ukraine will accept these conditions? And if these conditions are not accepted, are we looking at the war continuing on?
Well, on the field, the military operation from the Russian side is proceed. That means that if Ukraine will not accept such condition, the war will continue without any doubt. And in base of the last news from Washington and the last declaration of Donald Trump, it seems that Volodymyr Zelenskyy is on the way to accept some losing of territory for Ukraine. Yesterday, after the meeting between Zelenskyy and the European leaders, Donald Trump said that now Zelenskyy is beginning to accept some lose of territory. And this is completely new for our perspective, because in the past months, Volodymyr Zelenskyy refused any kind of concession to the Russian Federation. But now, maybe Donald Trump discussed with him, and he will agree some concession in the change of peace. I think that this is completely new perspective from the Ukrainian side. And the question that I will ask to myself is how can the reaction from the Ukrainian policy to this new position of Zelenskyy?